Do you know that LEGO sometimes plan for a sub-theme or massive set but don't quite want to take the plunge? Well, they release a smaller set to gauge a little bit of that interest, to see how well a bigger version or a new sub-theme would work. And we've seen this on many sets on multiple themes, such as the UCS Razor Crest and the Hogwarts Express. Even the Meditation Chamber from Star Wars wasn't listed as an official diorama set because they were testing the waters with that. Now we have an entire sub-theme of dioramas because that set sold well. And weirdly, I think the Statue of Liberty set that's come out recently this year is one of these tester sets. Not only do I think it's a tester for Marvel dioramas, considering the base of this set and the Avengers Final Battle set, but I also think the Statue of Liberty set is a prime candidate for what might be a new UCS set in the works. Now let me explain why. Firstly, this set screams suspicious considering the amount of time it took. We know that LEGO sets typically take about 2 years to go from concept to shelves unless you're fast tracking something. This is why you tend to see a lot of LEGO sets based on concept art because they've not even seen the film themselves yet. This has led to multiple inconsistencies, like Spiderman having the wrong spider on the Civil War sets, along with Vision having the incorrect Mind Stone color. But with No Way Home, they didn't want any spoilers getting out, so they only sent out minimal concept art.
It was very similar to Endgame, where they gave us almost nothing, because this has so many secrets in it, they don't even want a whisper of it to leak out. And again, until the day I went to the movie opening game, I didn't know there was going to be more than one Spider-Man.
So it's understandable that we saw the set when we did. But to me, what's not understandable is the direction they took with the set and the decisions they made with it. For example, if you didn't know, the build is pretty much just an exact replica of a build we've already seen of the Statue of Liberty in Apocalypseburg from 2019. Yeah, there's some updated pieces and colours, but it's basically the exact same build. Now, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, don't fix what ain't broken. But the fact it took 2 years to make this kind of thing, with No Way Home being one of the most popular Marvel films in the recent years, I would think something like this could come out a lot quicker, unless they had something else in the works. And that's where the tinfoil hat theory comes in a bit here. I reckon we have a UCS Statue of Liberty set in the works right now. And if you look at the set, it makes a lot of sense. They purposely made the statue quite small, and considering Apocalypseburg has a sandy base, which would have made a lot of sense for Sandman, also had the torch and some scaffolding around it, opening up more display options for the minifigures that were included. If you ask me, you'd have a really popular £200 to £300 Statue of Liberty Final Battle set. But looking at the direction they took, opting to make it smaller and include the minifigures that we got, I appreciate that LEGO wanted to make a play version of this set, so the extremely popular characters of this movie can be a lot more accessible in a cheaper set. But speaking of those minifigures, that's another reason that I think something bigger is coming. I don't really think it's a coincidence that every single minifigure in this set can be upgraded in some sort of way, making them exclusive. All 3 Spider-Man figures could have been given arm printing in this set. Now, whether that's a printing allocation issue, or them thinking that we just didn't need it, we're never going to really know. But what we do know is that Spider-Man is one of the only minifigures to regularly get arm printing in these sets. Even on some of the cheapest sets, Spider-Man still has leg and arm printing. So to see some of the most popular versions of the character not get arm printing in this set really confused me. Not to mention Ned and MJ completely reusing city pieces and not giving them an exclusive character at all, and considering Spider-Man's friends never really get that sort of special minifigure treatment, it's odd to me in this set they didn't take the opportunity to give us that. As well as it's odd to me that you haven't taken the moment yet to subscribe to this channel. And that's not even mentioning the super silly things about this set. Like Willem Dafoe Goblin getting leg printing 20 years ago but not getting leg printing in 2023. The only reason I can think that this is a thing is that they have something bigger coming where they'll give him the leg printing he deserves, as well as giving Doc Ock the dark green coat, making both of those figures exclusive to the UCS set. It just makes sense from a business perspective to purposely make the minifigures worse in your cheaper set, so you can make them better with arm printing and leg printing in a more expensive set. That way all the people who bought the $100 one have a reason to go and buy the $400 one, and people who don't want to go out and buy the more expensive version can't say that these extremely popular characters were gatekept behind a massive paywall. And that's not even mentioning all the missing characters that weren't in this set. We still really need an Aunt May figure, and a better version of Happy, because this just doesn't count in my opinion. I know they're not directly in the scene, but we need an excuse to get these figures somehow, and there's no reason LEGO couldn't put them in on the ground or something. Or hell, maybe even make Aunt May exclusive to a gift with purchase like they did with Aunt Beru. Not to mention that Sandman was not included in this set, not even a brick-built version, and the Lizard wasn't included either. I know there's a current rumor with Sandman and Lizard to appear in a £35 set, but even though this expansion set is coming out, there are still options for a UCS version. Who's to say they can't include that Sandman minifigure, or maybe Dr. Connors? 2 minifigures that, believe it or not, we've never had. I'm not sure if it's a coincidence, but LEGO have been dabbling with concepts that all point towards a Statue of Liberty build. Is it really a coincidence that LEGO would make a giant human head to see if they can make a decent build at that scale, especially when they have things like the helmet line that already makes Marvel builds? Is it really a coincidence that all of your minifigures can be upgraded and made exclusive in some sort of way? And is it really a coincidence that you make a giant Captain America shield to see if you can make a round, stable model? It's It's just something I've noticed, and maybe it's wishful thinking. Maybe none of this will happen at all. The main question I want to ask is, would you guys be interested in buying a UCS version of the Statue of Liberty Final Battle set? Especially now that we have a playset version that frankly is very displayable. And if you would, what would you want it to look like? Let me know in the comment section below, drop this video a like, here's a video on screen that I think you'll like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.